hates the fuck home. That's a kitty. Say hello, kitty.
Let me go,
Hello.
human, I will kill you.
I don't think he liked you very much.
It is you that I hate.
Oh, should I put on something that fits what we're gonna do a bit more? I will. A top that I crocheted myself. That is clearly not done. But oh well. I made it. Look at the back. That's adorable. It's not done yet. We are gonna make my one of my fucking best friends in the entire freaking world. We're gonna make her a vest.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a shit ton of yarn, and this is not my first attempt at making this vest. Not even close. It's a king cotton, Egyptian cotton. Probably one of my favorite yarns I've ever fucking bought in the entire fucking world. 55% acrylic and 45% cotton. So before we start, let me just show you some previous attempts at making this. We have it right here. This is my project bag, okay? Here we have the one I'm currently trying to work on, but I think I'm gonna unravel all of this. I think I'm gonna unravel it all just because I started out in single crochet and then I changed to double crochet, or is it half double crochet? I'm not entirely sure. I'll figure it out. This is my guide. I stole this one from her to figure out how roughly she wanted it to look. This right here was attempt number 1. Honestly, it's really cute. I could definitely use this for something. But this was attempt number 1. Look at the back. And like you can probably tell, I made it way too small. Attempt number 1, attempt number 2. So now that I've shown attempt number 1 on camera and we have all agreed that it is freaking cute, I am gonna unravel it because I need the yarn. And making little yarn balls. I think I'm only gonna unravel half of it, just so I still have something to look at. Okay, so I think I roughly halved it. I'm still gonna save this part just because I do think it looks really pretty, and I want to remember the amount of time I put into this because okay, clearly I went a lot of time into this. Now I'm gonna probably unravel all, if not most of this. I'm gonna hate myself for doing this. We start again. Okay, I look like an idiot for doing this, but I was smart enough to remember to take some measurements of our reference vest, so we could use that when we were starting to crochet. For the measurements, I kind of just took the width, the height, and where the different places started, so where the arm started decreasing, where the v-neck started, and everything like that. And then once I had done that, it was time to actually start the crocheting part of this video. So this is not a tutorial, but a crochet vlog. But if you were interested, I think I crocheted a chain of around 80 with a 5mm hook. Once I'd done the chain, I just had to measure it to make sure it was the correct length or width of the vest we're making. And after that, I could start actually crocheting this project. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it took me a while to actually crochet this vest, mainly because I kept starting and stopping and taking breaks in between. Update, I watched the entirety of The Idol. What the fuck was that? I ate it while watching The Idol as well, so I didn't get that much done. But this is what, The Idol is what, like 5 hours long? I spent 5 hours watching that shit. This is what I got done. I am far from done. Oh shit, it's almost 3 a.m. Oh, I get notifications. Okay, process update. Ta-da! I'm basically almost at the process of where I unraveled everything last time. Good night, see you tomorrow at day 2. Day 2! And this is me actually crying. If you were wondering why I was crying in that clip, it's because I just watched a series while crocheting that is called The Butterfly. It's about a young trans girl. Really good, really emotional. I cried a lot. Anyway, this is me showing you that I had started on the first decreases. Also, this is me continuing to cry. Don't look at my face. Also, I sound dumb That's why I'm doing a voiceover instead of you listening to me. So this is kind of how far I got on the second day, and I had started on the first decreases for this side of the actual sweater. Here you have a little bit of a better look to see how far I've gotten on the second day. Also look at how tired I am. I need to stop crocheting in the middle of the night. Throughout this project, I didn't work every single day, so I stopped counting every single day of the process. So you'll just get a few updates, and they're not gonna be every single day I worked on the project or every single day in between the process of this vest. It took way too long, but look at me actually getting process done right now. Wow, look at me. Ta-da! Yesterday I had a hat. Today I have a face cover. I am unreasonably excited about this. Okay, so I have been decreasing now for roughly... Don't look at my window. Yes, that is bird poo-poo. I have been decreasing now. It's on the outside, not on the inside, of course. I have been decreasing now for roughly 6 rounds, I think. Now we're gonna go start splitting the middle for the v-neck part. This is me in the process of realizing that I actually hadn't crocheted 80 but instead 90, and that had fucked up all of my math for this project. So while I started doing the v-neck part, I had to redo the math of where the v-neck part actually had to start, which was really frustrating, but I got over it and continued with the v-neck part. So day 3, we finished right here. This is how far I've gone into the split. This is how it looks. So this is gonna split up and go all the way up here. So this is around the point where I stopped doing as many updates, but I did go out to crochet with my friends. And this is me finishing the first side of the v-neck part. Why am I struggling with that? I have no idea. But here I am finishing it, and I am so excited to start on the next side. I'm the kind of person that likes to leave really long ends, just in case if I end up needing them. And now that side is done. So yeah, doing a v-neck is pretty simple. You basically just split it down the middle, whatever you're crocheting with, and then you start decreasing on one side, and once you've reached the length of the one side of the v-neck part, you attach your yarn back to the middle of the project, and then you just start crocheting the other side with the same amount of decreases, of course. Guys, I did the last round up here really freaking tight, and I just want to show you, I have 1 stitch left, and I'm winning yarn chicken right now because I do not want to add more. I just want yarn chicken, and I finished the front. The front is done. Doesn't that look like the front to a vest? I'm not wearing anything right now. This is great. This is that. For once, like me being naked constantly actually makes sense because I can... There we go. The front is done. So this one is gonna sit roughly around here. Then we're gonna add like a 4 centimeter. Is that 4 centimeters border down here? And I just want to point out that I don't like that my bag is naked. Just want to point out that I'm a lot taller than my friend actually is. Just gonna wear this like bib. Oh, that's really adorable. That's adorable. I'm gonna make this at some point. And that's cute as well. Which of course means I can start on the back, bruvs. I can start on the back. You hear me? I'm gonna start at the back. Don't be fooled by how excited I sounded on starting on the back, because not too long into the back I realized how tired I was of crocheting, and I especially hate like crocheting the same thing over and over again, and the back is basically just one big flat piece with a few decreases on the side and a few decreases for the neck part. I died at some point during the back. I can't explain you why, but I died, and you're gonna hear me complain in a bit. I just want to inform everybody that all the yarn winding shit and everything I did in the beginning, but all of that I did in the beginning of this video doesn't matter. it might matter actually. Maybe we'll have a look at it. But as far as I'm concerned, that does not matter. Because I went back to the yarn store I was in 2 years ago and where I bought this yarn. And I bought some yarn for another project. I think my cat is trying to catch a fly. I don't know. I went back and I bought yarn, right? And I was there and I was talking to the lady and I was like, I'm in the middle, because I yelled out, I was with my mom and I said to her loudly, hey, if you find a cotton acrylic mix, call me, because I love that mix of yarn. And this week the lady sitting in the corner doing some, I think she was knitting actually, not crocheting, doing some knitting, was like, we have 2 kinds, and one of the kinds was the yarn I'm using right now. And I was like, yeah, I know that kind of yarn, I love it, you just don't have the color I'm currently working with, which is really annoying. Her daughter, who I think it's, yeah, her daughter who also works in that store, was like, hang on, let me look in the bag. So in the bag, like, she pulls out this big bag of like dusty yarn, like on top of the plastic bag, and guess what they had? More of the, it smells like yarn store. Oh, I love this. Oh, that's amazing. I spent a good hour pulling apart my work and winding up all these tiny little yarn balls only to be able to go back. They have more of this yarn if I need it, but I was like, I don't know how much I still need. So I just got 2. All of that winding was for nothing. I'm in the middle of using 1 yarn ball right now. Oh no, oh no. The fuck, how did that even? Now I actually have proper yarn. That smells amazing. This is how far I've gotten on the back side. I've started doing my decreases. I really want to make myself a balaclava at some point. Why is it that this project is just making me want to do other stuff? Huh? Tell me I don't look like a baby. Tell me. Crocheting is fun, everybody says. Crocheting is so awesome. I hate crocheting. I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it. That's an exaggeration. I actually really love crocheting. That's nothing more validating than seeing how you yourself can like create an entire piece of clothing if you want to. That being said, I hate crocheting. I constantly feel like, oh, I'm getting really good at crocheting. This is like going a lot faster than what it has been before. I finally feel like I'm getting the hang of crocheting, right? You are an idiot. After just doing a few rounds, you're like, fuck, this takes forever. This takes fucking forever. Maybe I should learn how to knit. This is like pretty thick yarn compared to what I normally use, and I still feel like it's taking forever, and I hate crocheting. I hate crocheting. I fucking hate crocheting. Why does it have to take forever? I like doing color work a lot more, because just doing like what essentially is basically a big square sucks. Okay, so ignore the fact that I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday and it's noticeably more dirty than yesterday. I'm going somewhere later. I'll put on new clothes later when I'm hanging out with my friends. I feel like I've officially reached the point where I'm gonna start making space for the back collar. But this is where we are. Let me just show you compared to the front here. So this is compared to the front. And I still want there to be space around the neck after having crocheted the proper collar. Anyway, I'm gonna finish off the back piece with the collar sides. I'm gonna make a little whoop. And then I'm gonna sew these 2 together, put it on, and then I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do the rest of it. Because I want a band at the bottom, a band around the arms, and a band around the collar. Then the question is gonna become, how do I want to do those? Okay. You guys ready? Bad scissor. So this is the back. Are you guys ready? Don't have a look at the bag right now, but like, guys. No, but guys. And this is way too V-cut for what anything she would like. So I think as soon as I add the border of white around here, perfect for her. After that, it didn't take long for me to actually fully finish the bag. Now we gotta sew the sides together. So the scrap parts I had previously unraveled actually came in use when I started sewing this piece together. And once I had actually sewn it together, like you can see here, both by the shoulders and by the sides, it was time to figure out what I was gonna do with the borders that I wanted to make. It took me like a really long time to figure it out, but at the end I just decided to crochet it on directly onto the piece instead of making a separate border and then sewed that on, because I'd done that in my previous project and I didn't want to do it again. So this time I just tried crocheting the border directly to it. And honestly, after some trial and error, I really like how it turned out. I just want to inform everybody that I'm almost done with all of the hems. Might not look the prettiest, but I'm almost done with them. As soon as I'm done with it, I am gonna make some clouds. I'll stop showing this to you guys, because I feel like it'll be cooler if it's like a surprise when you see it fully finished. I'm so excited to figure out how this turns out, because I have actually no idea how it's gonna look. Hopefully it'll look good. Okay, I just want to inform that I have not seeing any more than this. This is the sneak peek. I have officially reached the let's make a bunch of clouds point of this thing. So I did end up spending some time on Pinterest trying to figure out how I kind of wanted my clouds to look like. At the end, I looked up a bunch of different tutorials and patterns for small clouds, and I just combined them and made clouds that I liked the look of. So I didn't use a specific pattern, but I did really end up liking my clouds, and I made them a bunch of different kind of things. Not things, sizes and shapes. This is the original clouds I was gonna make. But the pattern was in German and it was too difficult for me to translate it, so I just made my own pattern, kinda. I just made stuff up as I went along, honestly. Okay, so I've come to the conclusion. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm not gonna do the proper reveal yet. Here it is. This is the final version. Maybe. See, this is the executive. This is the decision I just made. So my friend, the one this is for, is coming over today, and she knows I've been working on this for months, so it's not a full-on surprise for her. Basically, I'm gonna give her back this, because she's been asking for it for a long time, being like, when are you done with it? I want it back. So I'm gonna give that back to her. And then, because I think it's so cute how it looks now, I wouldn't add anything more, and maybe if I were to add anything more, it would probably just, give me a second, it would probably just be like a cloud here and a cloud there or something. Also, did I even show you guys that I figured out a method to make clouds? And I looked at a bunch of stuff on Pinterest, like bunch of patterns for clouds, and I was like, I can figure it out myself. So I figured it out myself, but also I make them different because no cloud look exactly the same. This one is my favorite. It's like a cartoon. It's cute. But yeah, I'm gonna ask her whether or not she's happy with how it looks now. If she wants clouds, if she wants like it covered in clouds, if she only want one cloud, two clouds, and if she's happy with how it is now, I am gonna block it. First, I'm gonna weave in the last few ends, and then I'm gonna block it, and then it's hers. Oh, I can ask her if I can film it. And she was fine with being filmed, so we ended up filming it. Here it is. You're gonna stay right there.
Okay.
Oh, you enjoy. Okay. What the fuck is it? Okay. Stop staring at yourself, please. Okay, so the question is, do you like it how it is? Because then you're gonna get it with you next time, because I just need to finish it up. Or do you want the clouds on it?
Oh, it's so cute.
This is how it is now. And if you want clouds on it, I can sew little clouds on it.
I want clouds.
You want clouds?
But I want a tattoo.
I'm gonna make clouds.
Oh, it's so cool.
The verdict is clouds. Ignore the terrible quality. So, after finding out that my friend wanted me to add 1,000,000 freaking clouds to this little bitch right here, I had to take a little break because I was not in the mood to make 1,000,000,000 clouds. So instead I made this. I made this instead for another friend. Do you like him? I think he's adorable. He's so dumb to look at, but oh my god, look at that face. Look at the tail, and the most important part. And yes, I'm allowing you to look at his ass right now. Boop! Because it's a cat. This is my first time ever making amigurumi this big. So I don't want to hear any complaints about how terrible this looks. Because I'm really happy that this man is finally done and he's the perfect hugging size. But now that I have finished this one, what the fuck did I just say? Now that I have finished this one, I feel like I can't keep procrastinating this one. Can we just enjoy this guy for a bit? So yeah, me and this dude right now is gonna go make a bunch of fucking clouds, and I'm not mad about it, not at all. I love crocheting the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's my favorite thing. Totally doesn't drive me mad or anything. Okay, let's finish up this vest. Let's finish off the vest. Do you want to try on haul before we do that? I'm not gonna give you a full on, but like Kitty can try it. Ta-da! Ah, okay, clouds. Let's make some clouds. I'm not mad. I love crocheting. Freaking love crocheting, okay guys? So, my parents have this story of me. Apparently when I was a kid, we was driving by this factory we always had to drive when we had to get to my uncle and aunt. And I was sitting in the back seat of the car, and I had looked at that factory and I had an epiphany. This is the dumbest story of me as a child. I had an epiphany. I yelled to my parents, I finally know where clouds come from. And my parents turned around and looked at little baby me in the back seat and was like, what are you talking about? So I of course answered, they come from the factory, the cloud factory. Because you know, the factories let out all of that stuff in the air and it looked like it was making clouds. And I'm not gonna lie, currently, I feel like that cloud factory right now. So at this point, I was going slightly insane, but I pulled through. I watched way too many freaking episodes of Grey's Anatomy, which by the way, is the show I'm currently watching. And I'm kind of obsessed with it, but it's okay. I'll pull through my obsessions. It's only like, there's, I don't know, fucking 20 seasons. I don't know. But yeah, I made a bunch of clouds, so let me show them all to you now. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, I did make a bunch of different kinds. I made different sizes, different amount of lumps on the clouds. Let me show you some. I made these kinds, and yeah. Once all of these were done, it was time to sew them on. We have currently reached the sewing part of this cloud process, and I'm almost done with the front. This is the front part. I don't think I'm gonna sew anything on the back, because oh my god, I didn't realize how long it would take to sew clouds on. Clouds are making me insane. This is so freaking adorable, but I don't ever want to look at clouds again. I'm not crying, okay? You are. You're the problem. I'm not the problem. You are. Actually, the clouds are, and this vest is. I'm so sorry to blame this on you. I'm just so mad. I have just sewn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 clouds on, and I still need 3 more. And now, since I'm planning on not doing the back, I'm thinking of maybe adding a few more to the front so I can use some of my ridiculous amount of clouds. So yeah, this whole cloud debacle thing was not done making me go insane, but luckily I was almost done and ready to show you guys the final project. Okay, yeah, hi. Finally, this video is 25 plus minutes, almost 30 minutes long, and finally we're done. Ignore my phone over here, I am vlogging. I can finally show you the finished project. I have it right here, folded up nicely, and I'm so freaking excited. So, let me show you. Here it is. Here the baby is. It turned out so freaking cute and adorable. 2 seconds. Let me just fold this neatly. That wasn't neat at all. I'm not gonna try it on right now because I don't have the mental energy. I did the other day take some pictures with it finished. So let me just put some cute pictures on the screen of the finished project. I even think I took a video or 2 of the finished project. So let me just show that to you as well. Yeah. Honestly, I am so surprised by how it turned out. I am so happy with it. I have weaved in all of the ends. I've sewn all the clouds on. And it's ready to be given to my friend soon. I do think I'm gonna end this video with her receiving it, which is then gonna be the next clip, which means this is the end of me from the video. I am so happy with this project. Also, not only did this project like help me learn a bunch of stuff, just like any crochet project will help you learn and evolve your crochet skills. It also taught me a lot about how to film a crochet vlog. At least the editing part taught me a lot of how I would like my crochet vlogs to look from now on. I think I've finally found a niche of YouTube that would help me be consistent. So yeah, now I'm gonna say goodbye. I am so happy if you have reached the end of this video. So yeah, let's finally add the clip of my friend receiving her finished vest.
So pretty. I love it.
I'm glad. You're so adorable.